What's up guys, Blade Master here, going to be bringing you a friendly battle that I fought against. I think he's a viewer as well, Noldurin, or Noldorin, if that's how it's pronounced, I'm not really sure. But I've taken Nervii in this battle. It's going to be a Barbarian versus Barbarian engagement. Nervii versus Arverni. Well, Nervii is definitely a faction you don't see brought too often. I'll go over why that is in an instant. In an instant, I mean. And Arverni also, you don't really see them being brought too often because they're basically a copy of Boii, but not as many tools as Boii, and not as powerful tools as Boii, but just as limited a roster. But that's not the case for Nervii. They've got a lot more tools. Again, not all of them are very powerful, but it makes for a more varied, unique faction. I'm really just my commentary skills so far have been pretty shit. Let's see if I turn it around. Total of 4 mighty horse being brought here, 2 in the center, 2 on the flanks. I've got a total of 4 fierce swords. And this is the first case of why Nervii is not really brought too often. The fierce swords are, on paper, they look like they're a very nice aggressive melee infantry. 4140 for these guys versus 3440 for the chosen swords in terms of melee attack and damage. 27 charge bonus versus a massive 37. But the melee defense for them is low. The biggest problem is their armor at 45 is terrible, which means that they are not going to last nearly as long as any other mid-tier barbarian swordsman. And that is really the big problem with them. But they do have a trick up their sleeve, which is Frenzy, which gives them a pretty decent boost to charge bonus, and gives a pretty big boost to melee attack for a certain amount of time. After that, they get tired, which again reduces their melee capabilities by quite a bit. The thing is, with Bodo Ignatus, which is the Nervii unique general, he's got a this is a problem here. So Bodo Ignatus general, he has an area of effect. You have your general here. He spreads his thing to all the units in the surrounding area. You can see my Germanic Scout Riders baiting some volleys of javelins there. Bodo Ignatus gives you unbreakable morale and gives you I believe an increase to your melee capabilities as well. So if you pair that in, fighting spirit, unbreakable, force concentration, attack, yeah, greatly improves their offensive capabilities. So that being said, you time in a proper frenzied charge, and then you pop shield wall, then you pop one of those abilities, and they will just blitz through an enemy main line. So yeah, there is a trick to using them. They can be very powerful, but it's just very hard to use them, especially in a barbarian engagement where shit goes down in a matter of seconds. So 4 fierce swords, a couple of oathsworn. I've put my general in the wrong place. I should, more than anything for Nervii, you need to keep your general in the center of things. I've also brought 3 mercenary scout riders. They prove to be a pretty invaluable addition to a Nervii army, not only in improving its uniqueness and the unique flavor of the Nervii, but also that it gives a huge boost to their cavalry capabilities and their total maneuverability, which sort of makes up for their big weaknesses in armor. You can see the naked warriors that I brought 2 of are also naked, so they don't have any armor. I purposely brought only 8 infantry units just to see how well they would pair up against a regular barbarian army with no limits on sword infantry. Finally, I've brought a couple of Celtic youths because I had no money. Nowhere else to spend my money, and then a couple of Levy freemen. So my mercenary Germanic Scout Riders so far not got any kills, but they've been baiting some arrows from the 3 Gallic Hunters that Noldurin has, but they're taking some damage now. Firing into the shielded sides of these chosen swordsmen shouldn't be doing that, honestly. So we can see 3 Gallic Hunters. These units are pretty interesting. They're still, you can see they've just disappeared because they have the stealth and stealth ability, but they don't have snipe, I believe. I don't know if they have snipe or not. Probably do, but they have 150 range, very nice shots per minute too. They cost how much do they cost? Like 500. They're pretty expensive, but yeah, decent shots per minute. They will get absolutely crushed by enemy skirmishers. You can see I'm baiting some of the arrows pretty well here so far. As for the rest, he's brought a total of 6 chosen swordsmen that's going to form his front line. He's brought a total of 4 Celtic warriors on the flanks and 1 oathsworn general. A total of 2 spear warriors, which is an interesting choice, and 2 light horse and 2 heavy horse. So my 4 mighty horse, for once, our Nervii has a boost in melee or has an advantage in their melee cavalry versus Arverni because of those 2 light horse. Would have definitely swapped some Levy Freemen for the spear warriors and swapped some heavy horse for the light horse. And definitely removed the 3 Gallic hunters, brought some Celtic slingers or something instead. Let's see if these guys actually do pretty well. But yeah, total of 11 infantry versus my 8. So in pure numbers, it definitely looks like it's obvious that he has a huge upper hand. Could be very well decided on how well I use these naked warriors. I remember there was a mod that removed the, or was it a mod or not, that removed the little loincloth that they had so that we can see their dick and balls. I mean, you know, if you're trying to go for historical realism, then might as well, you gotta show them genitalia, man. Gotta show them genitals, them genets, but unfortunately not. Okay, so just squaring up here so far. Maybe a good idea to fast forward. I've positioned my Germanic Scout Riders behind my lines, and now what I'm going to do is just go for a straight up charge. What I'm going to try and do with these 2 mighty horse is charge straight in and then time it in with my fierce swords. But he's using his Gallic hunters to just slaughter my mighty horse. That's 1 volley from 3 Gallic hunters, and I'm not timing this very well. I don't know why I'm not timing it well. I guess I'm timing the cavalry charge on the flanks initially. But so far, Mighty Horse just took 18 casualties. And here, I haven't popped Frenzied. I've just charged in blindly with my Fierce Swords. And then I'm coming in with the charge with my guys there. Now I'm going to pop Frenzy, but you can see the huge bonus to charge is not affected there. Because I've timed it in too late. So my Fierce Swords are getting slaughtered by the Chosen Swordsman. Here, Mighty Horse dying to Spear Warriors and Celtic Warriors. Again, not doing very well so far. I don't think they're even in melee, but my Levy Freemen are holding them up for the most part. And I'm going to send in my Fierce Swords, my Naked Swords there. Here, Celtic Youth's just going to target his Oathstone General. That's exactly why I decided to bring them. But they don't have good shields at all. My Fierce Swords gotten 42 kills on Chosen Swordsman. Chosen Swordsman tanking, beasting that engagement out. I've destroyed his Celtic Swords here with my Oathstone General. And then I'm going to try and kill off his Fierce Swords. Here my Mercenary Germanic Scout Rider is killing off his Light Horse. But here his Heavy Horse is going to come in to charge into my General. Very nice charge there. Going to do a lot of HP damage. His Gallic Hunters, he's popped Quick Reload. That's another... Oh no, they don't have Quick Reload. They do have Quick Reload. They're actually pretty decent. 25-20 and 37 kills. But he's just destroying my main line. Here my Oathstone on the right flank, I've popped Headhunt on them because they're faced up against a bunch of different units. And now I'm going to use my Heavy Horse to kill off this Light Horse, while this other Heavy Horse is holding up the Spear Warrior and Celtic Warrior. Where's my Naked Swords though? Naked Warriors, 73 kills, hardly lost a unit. With Frenzy on, but the Frenzy is going to dissipate, and after that their melee capabilities is really not going to do much. Here again, Shield Wall bugged out, so they literally pushed straight through the units, and then they had to turn around, so that led to my Fierce Swords lose a lot of men. Here I've popped Headhunt and Fighting Spirit, which gives my guys, which gives my General Unbreakable. Honestly, if I was going to use my General this way, it was much better if I just used a Strategist General. I haven't played Nervii in a very long time. I have hardly ever played Nervii in general. Mighty Horse charged into the sides of these Celtic Warriors. My Germanic Merchant Germanic Scout Riders finally going to make their presence sort of felt by charging into these Gallic Hunters. Going to do a lot of damage there, but he's coming in with Heavy Horse support there. So far, 90 kills on my Naked Warriors. They're going to destroy these Spear Warriors and this Celtic Warrior, which have honestly done very well so far. Oathsworn here, General, 88 units left. What I'm going to do is use my Germanic Scout Riders to just charge into them, into their rear, and then impede their progress to my Naked Warrior. Oathsworn here, 151 kills, 40 men left, not doing too well. General though, 92 kills, double XP Chevron, going to get a charge into these Chosen Swordsmen, and then I'm going to come in with a rear charge with my Mighty Horse to kind of give a nice finishing touch to this this Chosen Swordsman sandwich. So they are wavering. They are going to most likely going to rout pretty soon. They only have 55 morale, which is the big reason why they're worse than the Sword Followers. So out with one Chosen Swordsman, still like two or three more sword infantry left. Here my mighty horse got into the Gallic hunters. They've done pretty decently so far. About to get a single XP share run with one of them, but here my mercenary Germanic scout red is finally going to make their presence felt. 104 kills, not lost too many men. Going to pull away from the heavy horse. The heavy horse is slower, so they won't be able to catch the mercenary Germanics unless skirmish mode kind of bugs out and then they get caught in melee. Shit. But this mighty horse still with half strength, going to charge in. Going to engage those guys. Then charging in with the mighty horse here. They are unbreakable. They've got force concentration on. Improves their melee attack quite high. These mighty horse have 50. These guys have 57. So that's pretty interesting. Pretty good. Definitely a very strong general ability, especially when paired with frenzy. If you have units with frenzy. Levy Freeman here just warding off some of these heavy horse and then getting some javelin volleys on them as well. Going to probably catch those guys and then catch the Germanic hunters, and then I'm going to charge in with my heavy horse against these Oathsworn. They got impeded for some reason. They got impeded in their charge, so they didn't get a proper charge in. Here, mercenary Germanic scout riders going to charge into the last remaining Celtic warriors while my Levy Freeman held them down. Again, Levy Freeman, such a good unit. Not going to get too many kills because they are very light, but they have pretty decent melee stats, so at the very least, yeah, actually they didn't really do too much there. But then I'm going to come in with the second charge. Oh, god damn it. Okay, there we go. Oh man, I wish I could have shown you guys that charge properly, but just flattened this Oathsworn unit. Got like 6 or 7 kills on that. Here, Oathsworn generals down to 64 men, shield wall on a lot of these units, and I only have 2 mighty horse left. Yeah, this mighty horse rear charged this Celtic warrior and then it's pulling through. Again, my Levy Freeman holding down these spear warriors so that they can't chase after my mighty horse. They're about to get a double XP chevron with one of my mighty horse. Ah, god damn it. You know what? Pause. No, not screenshot time. Not screenshot time. I just want to get into the thick of things. So here, rear charging a second time or maybe even a third time with my mighty horse and Germanic scout riders. All in all, cavalry has done very well. 344 kills with my general. Going to go for a second headhunt, and they are going to go for a second bloodbath against these Arverni forces. So you can see, I think someone is routing. Oh, that's my Levy Freeman, never mind. But one of the chosen swordsmen as well has shattered. Another chosen swordsman at half strength and a Celtic warrior with 47 men left. I have a mighty horse at 19, a mighty horse at 1 unit, and the reason it's on 1 unit is because I've popped frenzy charge, which again gives them unbreakable. It's a hidden stat, I think, or a hidden bonus. So now they're wavering. Now the frenzy charge has dissipated. Now he's going to pull out with his chosen swordsman and then cycle in with a tired general, but a much less depleted general, which is a very smart move. And then he's going to come in and brace sort of for a charge again with my heavy horse and my mercenary Germanic scout riders. But yeah, the damage is going to be done with these guys. Ooh, wow. Gotten 11 kills off the charge against these chosen swordsmen. But now they can't pull through because these guys are so like in such a dense formation that when they pull through or even pull out, they're going to take some damage for sure. Now my general is at 35 men. It's really not looking good. Celtic warrior at 33 men is fighting against them, and the Oathsworn general with a double XP chevron is going to fight up against them. Now I'm going to come in for another rear charge against these chosen swordsmen, knock down a shit ton of them, and then pull. This time I can pull straight through. Yeah, but the chosen swordsmen have done very well. Going to get a rear charge, at the very least inflict this crucial morale penalty. These guys are wavering, attacked in the rear. But my Oathsworn just will not be able to handle this Oathsworn. Only 35 men left on these Oathsworn though. But again, he's got this chosen swordsman at 35 men. And now my mighty horse has shattered finally. But yeah, it was a very, very good game. This game is basically over. So yeah, it is screenshot time at this point. Oh, come on. Get some of those cool... Wow. Damn it, always take the screenshot like a second too late. So yeah, the Celtic warrior also routed. But yeah, valiant defeat. Very, very fun game against Noldorin. But, you know, look at the fierce swords. If you don't use them right, and you know what, like using a chosen swordsman right means just literally charging into the enemy. Using a Fierce Sword, right, is to pop Frenzy, charge them into the enemy, and make sure that your general is behind to use the second Bodognatus ability to give them that extra boost to melee attack, so that they can literally rip through the enemy before they take too many casualties themselves due to their low armor. So yeah, using these guys, right, is very hard. Using Naked Warriors, right, is nearly impossible, and again I fail with them. I should have brought Celtic Warriors or something instead. Maybe brought a third Oathsworn. You can see my general did so well there on the flanks. If I brought 3 Oathsworn, I could have kept 1 Oathsworn in the middle. I could have kept my general in the middle with these Fierce Swords, and then pop my abilities, and then kept 1 Oathsworn on each flank to destroy the Celtic Warriors and stuff. Could have definitely worked, I think. So yeah, guys, very close game. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for more. Peace.